Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And he gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Willis. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Here's Paulista. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Willis. Morrison pulls it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
There's a screen. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc, Green with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So both teams changing it up here. The Grizzlies trail by 8. De La Cruz, the pass to Benjamin. Here's Ryan, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Uwawa. It's deflected. The pass to Ryan. Shot clock at 6. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Benjamin. Now Henry. To the inside. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Green.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Morrison. Here's Paulista. Can't get it to go. And Memphis the other way now. Benjamin. He's covered by Roten. Benjamin the pass to Ryan. Benjamin. He's covered by Roten. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Benjamin. Passes it to Morrison. Lets it go from 11, and he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Benjamin the pass to Ryan. Henry dishes to Green. There's the pass to De La Cruz. Henry kicks to Green. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got his second bucket of the night. Knicks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a one-point game. Here's Frazier. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Frazier's got 10 points in the game. The feed to Pittman. Pass to De La Cruz. There's the screen. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Frazier, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And let's get your take. Guys on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Now here's Allen. He's got 12. That doesn't go either for Allen.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Here's Frazier, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Hunter, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. De La Cruz, the pass to Allen. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, here we can get a look at Memphis and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Now here's Frazier. He's got 15. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Allen's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Paulista. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Terry against Allen. Out to the wing. De La Cruz, the pass to Alvarez. That's good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Now here's Frazier. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Cummings. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Here's Frazier. Clock at 6. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Right side, Jamison. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter, and he gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And we've reached the end of the third. Knicks out front, up by 6. And we'll return shortly. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And here are the Grizzlies now. They've got Willis, and it's Jamison in at the 4 shot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Feeds it to Cummings. Just 5 on the clock. Cummings with a screen on Jamison. Here's Morrison. No good from outside.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Pass to Willis. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ryan.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Cummings kicks to Morrison. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
They set the pick. Back to Green. Out to the right wing. Gadsden. He's guarded by Cummings. That ties it up. 20 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Morrison. He's covered by Willis. Frazier against Green. From the arc. New York, no good that time either.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with them. It's a tough day so far.
Passes it to Willis. To take the lead. And it's good on the way out. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Some nice passing by New York here. Pick by Cummings. To halt the run. Can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Zinkus, he's checked in for Frazier. And the pass to Morrison. Over to the left wing. Shot off the pick. New York, no good that time either. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Snatched away. And now the Knicks on the break. To the left side wing. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Uwala. And the Knicks miss again. For Memphis, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. There's the screen. Another steal. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Morrison. He's covered by Willis.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's Morrison. Pass to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Morrison. And it's all evened up.
Yeah, now 1 of 4 here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Passes to Porzingis. They set the pick. The pass to Morrison. To take the lead, and it's good on the way in. And the Knicks lead by 2. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's Willis. Count the bucket.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Morrison. It's blocked. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. That's tipped. Here we go, all alone. Uwala. He's covered by Willis. Out left to the wing. Here's Morrison. The wing jumper off target.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Willis. They kick it out to Green. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Pass to Morrison. To the left wing. They set the pick. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Uwawa. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only one bucket in 5 attempts.
Here's Gadsden, and power down the jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Cummings, and the layup's good off the glass. Cummings got the game tied up here for New York.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Pittman's checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
It's tipped.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
New York foul. His third personal foul. Second team foul.
To the middle. And he drops it in from the low post. 24 points for him. Knicks trail by 4. There's the pick. Down low. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Over to the left wing. Outside, Jamison. Shot clock at 2. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
To the inside, stolen by Jamison. To the inside. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New York calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Here's Morrison. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here's Gadsden. Banked in off the glass. 28 points for him.
Just one shot hasn't tickled the twine here in the fourth, and he's taking this game over.
To the paint. Here's Uwawa. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jameson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Pittman. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
There's 1:47 left in the 4th quarter. There's a good screen. Here's Uwawa. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's the dish to Pittman. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Cummings.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Jameson, a screen, passes it to Willis. Here's the teardrop. There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Morrison. He's covered by Willis. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 4. 19 seconds left in the 4th. What's your take, guys?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Here's Cummings. But they get it back. And there's the pass to Morrison. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. The 4th quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Jamison.
They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
And, Greg, sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. They've got Willis, and it's Dragic in at the small forward position. So it's the Grizzlies now. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves. And you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock them down.
And, guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
Now here's Hayward, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game, and he dunks it down.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching, not while the ball's in his hands.
Pass to Willis, outside Dragic. Memphis moving it around. The 9-foot shot, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thomas passes to Biyombo. Here's the screen. Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. 4 on the shot clock. Thomas, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Dragic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Benjamin. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Thomas. Now the dish to Price. Hayward against Dragic. Hayward kicks to Thomas. The high post shot. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. Price has got his first points of the game.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Green's checked in. Benjamin. He's guarded by Thomas. Benjamin the pass to Willis. Jamison, a screen. A floater. He lays it in.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Boston trailing. And here is Thomas, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Green against Hayward. Passes it to Price. The feed to Hayward. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Jamison. Dishes it to Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Okay, time now for an injury report.
Kevin, I got some news from the Grizzlies head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
It sure doesn't. I mean, that's a really hard blow there.
And so it's Memphis with it. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, here's Willis. Biyombo with the block. There's the pass to Thomas. Kicks to Price. There's the pick. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Feeds it to Thomas. Price dishes to Thomas. The floater. Green with the block. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Memphis leading. To the right side. Benjamin. He's guarded by Thomas. Benjamin the pass to Ryan. And the shot is good.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now, here's Price. He dishes it to Biyombo. Pass to Connor. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Biyombo. On its way from Hayward for 2. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Hayward's got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Now, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Boston making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Benjamin the pass to Jamison. Willis with a screen on Price. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Hayward outside. He kicks it to Chandler. Hayward goes in. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Benjamin covered by Biyombo. Memphis moving that ball around. Jamison, a screen. Benjamin the pass to Jamison. Shot's good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Celtics trail by 7. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
De La Cruz, the pass to Jamison. Green kicks to Allen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here is Martin. There's the screen. Pass to Hoffman. Up top, Crowder. Austin needs to get off a shot. And here's Chandler from the arc. Rebound by Jamison. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Allen's shot is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And there's the pass to Norman. The dish now to Martin. Chandler outside. Pass to Norman. To stop the drought. No luck. Excellent D there from Allen. Passes it to De La Cruz. Allen outside from deep three-point range. Allen with another miss. Celtics trail by 9. Crowder the pass to Hoffman. Chandler outside. Martin the screen. Chandler attacking. Martin kicks to Chandler. Pass to Crowder. The feed to Martin. There's the pick. Chandler against Allen. Second shot opportunity, and Chandler lays it in. Chandler! We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. De La Cruz, the pass to Allen. Chandler with the steal, and they're moving it up. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now it's only a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Allen, that's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
1:19 left here in the first quarter. Chandler, the pass to Hoffman. And Martin now top of the key. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Chandler. From about 19 feet. The shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside Dragic. Here's Alvarez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Now here's Chandler. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. De La Cruz, defended by Crowder. Now here's Allen. He's guarded closely. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Allen's got 6 points.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Memphis out in front, up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Willis, and it's Ryan in at the center position. The pass to Willis. No luck. Hayward with some nice D. Celtics trail by 9. Connor, he's covered by Willis. Down low, picked him clean. Fast break Memphis. Up the floor. Finished off the break. 6 points for him.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
The Celtics shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Thomas kicks to Biyombo. Outside Thomas. Dishes to Price. Shot clock at 2. Hayward from outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Pass to Benjamin. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
There's the pick. To the wing right side. Outside Thomas. To the paint. The steal. To the left wing. Now Willis. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. Passes to Alvarez. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Benjamin. Here's Ryan. That's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Connor. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
They set the pick. Over to the wing. Willis down low. Drops in the layup for two. He's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Come on, box him out, man. Go over it. Help. Shooting. Here we go. Watch top. Got wing. Come on. Whoa. Get the perimeter. Top. Rotate. Oh, that's good. Help left. It's all you. Hey, heads up. Yo, look at the clock. Here we go. Hey, come to me. Good luck. Good shot. Let's get a good shot. Ball up. Ball up. Get ball. Right corner. I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. Watch the screen. Cut through. No.
Benjamin. Gerald Brown. Willis.
Two shots, gentlemen. You got it out. Two.
Line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean,
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Willis, and it's Jamison in at the 4 spot. Outside, Randolph to the wing on the left. Pass to Hansen. 5. To shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Benjamin, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Pistons' head athletic trainer. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's a good screen. The 3. Detroit with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these 2 teams. It'll be fun to watch.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The pass to Shelton. Over in the corner, Brown. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Benjamin the pass to Ryan. Some solid defense from Randolph.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Hansen. The offensive rebound. Pass to Shelton. There's the feed to Davis. The dish now to Randolph. Out left to the wing. Here's Shelton. It's deflected. And it's Memphis on the break. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Eric Spoelstra for a moment. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape." We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Davis dishes to Randolph, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
I mean, no stress in that one. A game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Pistons trail by 3. Davis sets a screen. Down low. Dishes to Randolph. Garai defended by Allen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And that one's good.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Davis sets a screen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Feeds it to Pittman. He dishes it to Allen. Out to the right wing. Kicks it to Pittman. Pass to Alvarez. Memphis moving it around. Allen inside the three-point line, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Randolph kicks to Anderson. Garai defended by Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Davenport. And that one hits back iron. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Dela Cruz, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, here we can get a look at Memphis and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in field goal percentage. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're the number 2 scoring team in the league. This is a well-balanced, well-oiled offensive machine.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Now here is Davis. Back to Anderson. Garai defended by Allen. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. He's got 5.
Boy, did he burrow his play in there, and the D just sort of backed off. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Memphis making a change here. Henry's checked in. The Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Allen passes to Pittman. Allen outside. Shot clock at 5. Pittman dishes to Allen. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pistons shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And it's Davis at the elbow. Puts up the baby hook. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. There's the pass to De La Cruz. It's Allen on the wing. Frames the 19-footer. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. And it's Detroit's ball. Davis with a screen on Allen. Garay defended by Allen. Davis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Allen. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Boston. Shot clock at 6. He kicks to Henry. Leaner from distance. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Garay defended by Allen. Davis with a screen on Allen. 3 seconds left. Wow, way off on that one. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Detroit. They get it back, and Davis throws it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Detroit. 5 on the clock. Here's Willis. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Pistons have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Over to the wing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Davis with a screen on Green. Anderson kicks to Davis. Green with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He's perfect from the line this time. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Anderson passes to Hansen. He feeds it to Davis. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Hansen, guarded by Green. And again, it's Anthony Davis. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
To the wing right side. Back to Green. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hansen, he's covered by Willis. Brown dishes to Davis. Up and in on the layup. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 6. Passes to Alvarez. There's the screen. Clock at 4. Green. And another miss by Memphis. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Hansen. And there's the feed to Brown. Pass to Davis. The kick out to Anderson. 3-pointer. Shot misses.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Shot to end this cold run. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Benjamin. The Pistons shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Outside, Davis. Left side, Anderson. Davis sets a screen. 5 on the clock. Stolen away. The pass to Alvarez. On the wing, Green. There's a screen. Here's Benjamin. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Pistons leading by 3. Davis sets a screen. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Slay, guarded by Green. The kick out to Anderson. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Green. Benjamin the pass to Willis. Shoots from 12. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Passes it to De La Cruz. Here's Willis. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's a screen by Willis. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. It's good. This game is all even. He has 7. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
I mean, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Allen's checked in for Willis. The screen from Brown. Shelton, defended by Allen. Here's Shelton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's De La Cruz, and he makes good on his first shot of the game.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Shelton, defended by Allen. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Klein. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And Detroit has possession. Kicked by Randolph. Teardrop shot. The shot is off. And it's Memphis the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Allen with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 6. That's good. And now a 6-point Grizzly lead.
With the extra weight he has over his man there, he's going to be hard to slow down when he gets ahead of steam. Those extra LBs make a difference.
Davis with a screen on Allen. Shelton passes to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Here's Shelton. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Allen outside. Jamison, a screen. Allen drives in. Here's Klein. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Davenport. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jamison's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen outside. Pass to De La Cruz. Pulls it up. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 6.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And Memphis making a change here. Henry's checked in. And Detroit has possession. 6-point game. The pass to Davenport. Left side, Randolph. And he gets it to go. Randolph's got his second basket of the game. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. They set the pick. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Nobody near Allen. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Passes to Davenport. Davis sets a screen. Shelton passes to Davenport. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the high post. Grizzlies with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Allen. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. How his last 10 games have gone. First in scoring. First in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Now here is Davis. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Here's Garai. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Allen passes to De La Cruz. 44 seconds left in the first half. There's the dish to Henry. Feeds to Pittman. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Davis, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Davenport. Fader on the way. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I've got Coach Eric Spoelstra here with me. And, Coach, what are the things you're seeing so far in this game that you'd like to change going forward?
It starts with getting some stops. You've got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball 1.5 court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. We've got Green, and it's Benjamin in at the point. Pass to Willis. The baseline J. Again, Memphis.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Pistons trail by 13. Dishes it to Davis. And the pass to Shelton. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Step back shot. Connects. The jumper drops. 11 points in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
It's stolen by Green. From 10 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And the Pistons with possession here, trailing by 17. Brown outside. Clock at 4. He dishes it to Randolph. Cannot hit. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there. Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Benjamin, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Pistons trail by 17. Kicks it to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Slay. He's covered by Willis. From deep. Shot is no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Jamison, a screen. It's stolen by Davis. Randolph, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hansen. Cans the shot from the wing.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Detroit. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Benjamin the pass to Willis. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And that one's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Grizzlies have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Ryan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He hits both from the stripe. Pistons trail by 17. The feed to Randolph. Davis sets a screen. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And so here's Memphis. Alvarez passes to Green. Jamison, a screen. Clock at 6. Rejected by Randolph. And here we go. The Pistons fast break, and Anderson gets it to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Willis the pass to Alvarez. Releases. And that one hits back iron. Pistons trail by 13. Passes it to Anderson. Feeds it to Davis. Inside. And Randolph with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Willis the pass to Alvarez. And here is Willis. He's got 11. "14 feet away. Randolph grabs the board. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The lead now cut to single digits. 5 points in the game.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Ryan, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Pittman's checked in, and Allen subbed in for Green. Now here's Davis. He's got 22. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Here is Pittman. He's covered by Anderson. Allen drives in. He kicks it to Pittman. Back to Allen. From 12 feet out, Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one. The dish to Davis. Anderson outside. Here's Randolph. Soft touch off the glass. Randolph's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. Now
here's Allen. He's got 9. Fades back, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 11 points in the game.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Picked by Randolph. Garay defended by Allen. Here's Garay.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Six on the shot clock. Outside for Davis. Pass to Davenport. Fires it up. And Detroit again with the bucket. Memphis leading by 7. Pass to Allen. Lets it go from 11. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
So it's the Pistons now. Randolph a screen. And Anderson kicks to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Anderson outside. Here's Garay. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. De La Cruz, the pass to Allen. There's the pick. He feeds it to Henry. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot from free throw range. Can't hit. And the Pistons now going the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. There's the pass to Anderson. To the inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the Pistons, Kevin, let's see how they performed over the last month in the NBA League rankings. 3rd in steals, 4th in blocks. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And you look at all those steals. I mean, they play an in-your-face aggressive style of defense. Even advancing the ball can prove to be a challenge, and they tend to feed off of that.
Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pittman, the pass to De La Cruz. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 8 points for him.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Garay, defended by Allen. Here's Garay. Excellent D there from Allen.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Pistons with possession here, following the score by Memphis. Picked by Randolph. Right wing. Passes it to Davenport. It's stolen by Allen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's De La Cruz, and another basket for Memphis. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies leading by 14. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Anthony Davis is out there with Brown. And it's Hansen in at point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Willis, down low, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Pistons shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Inside, Brown. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Brown's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons. Dishes it to Green. To the wing right side. Benjamin the pass to Ryan. Green kicks to Willis. Jamison, a screen. And it's Willis finishing it off.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Ryan. 4 on the clock. Here's Benjamin. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
It's tipped. Outside, Green. Inside. And Willis gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 18. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Here's Hansen. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Green passes to Willis. Benjamin. He's covered by Randolph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Benjamin. Rejected by Randolph. And he gets it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Benjamin the pass to Willis. Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen to the paint. Here's Ryan, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one.